All right, so this is the Mitas E07 Plus, and it's a really great option. It's like a 50-50 road, gravel, dirt, all-round adventure tyre. It's one of my favorite choices in the Mitas range. Right, so these tyres are all about the corners. They've got a really good sort of rounded profile to them, good stable blocks, so that really lets you crank it over in the corners. It loves to be leant on its side. This E07 Plus is a great option in that sort of 50-50 range. And for me, I like to think of it more as like a 70-70 tyre than a 50-50 tyre. You know, it's really confidence inspiring on the street, works really good on the off-road and the gravel, right up to the point where things start to get muddy and wet and slippery. That's kind of where it'll tend to sign off. You've got a good, decent amount of gap to sort of bite into the gravel, bite into the dirt, but with really good wide space, strong, stable knobs. And again, that's a good round profile that lets you crank the thing over in the turns and makes it want to go around those tar corners. This thing makes me feel like a bit of a hero on the street. See, on the back, on the E07 Plus, we've got pretty good gap between the knobs, and that's what helps it sort of bite into that softer terrain and create the traction. But again, you've got really good lock stability, which stops it squirreling around on the tar, and gives you that sort of that feeling of stability and control on the tar as well. The thing I really like about this tyre is, and we don't have a central strip, so that keeps it that constant ability to dig sort of time, or all the time rather. Within the E07 range, we've got the Dakars, the non-Dakars, the E07, the E07 Plus. For me, my favourites are the non-Dakar E07 Pluses. New Zealand's all about cornering, flicking the bike from side to side on these windy mountain roads. So for me, the E07 and the non-Dakar variation, that's my go-to. When we focus more on the off-road adventure riding, the more aggressive terrain, that's where we need to wave goodbye to the E07s and start looking at your E10s, your E9s and your E12, E13s, those more off-road focused adventure tyres, and that's what we'll talk about next.